What if I told you that right now, as you listen to these words, there are conscious beings surrounding you, entities with purpose, awareness, and profound intelligence who have never taken their first breath? These aren't ghosts or spirits of the departed. These are souls that exist in a state between worlds, watching, learning, waiting for their moment to enter physical reality. Today, we're going deep into one of spirituality's most fascinating mysteries, the existence of souls that have never been born. By the end of this exploration, you'll understand not just who these beings are, but how they influence our reality and why their story matters to your own spiritual journey. The source of all consciousness. Before we can grasp the mystery of unborn souls, we must first understand where consciousness itself originates. Picture the universe not as empty space filled with matter, but as an infinite ocean of pure awareness, what mystics call the source, the divine matrix, or universal consciousness. From this boundless awareness emerge individual sparks of consciousness, what we know as souls. Each soul is simultaneously unique and connected to the whole, like individual waves in an endless ocean. But here's where it gets fascinating. Not every soul that emerges from this cosmic consciousness immediately rushes into physical existence. Think of it this way. Imagine consciousness as a vast library containing every possible experience. Some souls immediately choose specific books and dive into reading, while others spend eons browsing the shelves, contemplating which story they want to live. These contemplating souls are what we're exploring today. The source doesn't operate on our human timeline. What feels like forever to us might be an instant in cosmic terms. Some souls emerge ready for the intensity of physical life, while others need time to develop the strength required for incarnation. Physical existence is incredibly dense compared to pure consciousness. Imagine trying to swim in honey after floating in space. The three categories of souls. To understand unborn souls, we need to recognize that consciousness exists in three primary states. Incarnate souls. This is you, me, everyone currently living in physical bodies. We're consciousness temporarily housed in flesh, experiencing reality through five senses, bound by time and space. We've forgotten our true nature to fully engage with human experience. Discarnate souls. These are consciousness that have completed physical lifetimes and returned to spiritual realms. Some remain close to Earth, helping loved ones or completing unfinished business. Others have moved to higher planes of existence, serving as guides or preparing for new incarnations. Pre-incarnate souls. Here's our focus. Conscious beings that have never experienced physical birth. They exist in full awareness, but haven't yet made the journey from pure spirit into matter. They're not waiting in the sense of being stuck. They're in their own valid state of existence. These pre-incarnate souls can be further divided into subcategories. Some are newly emerged from Source, still developing individual identity. Others are ancient consciousnesses that have chosen to remain in spiritual realms, serving purposes we can barely comprehend. And some are specifically preparing for eventual physical incarnation, studying human experience from the outside. Why some souls never incarnate. The question isn't what's wrong with souls that don't incarnate, but rather, what purpose do they serve in their current state? There are several reasons why consciousness might remain in pre-incarnate form. Developmental preparation. Some souls are like spiritual students, spending extensive time learning about physical existence before experiencing it. They study human emotions, relationships, and challenges through observation and energetic connection. This isn't procrastination, it's thorough preparation for the intensity of physical life. Specialized missions. Certain souls have roles that don't require physical incarnation. They serve as guardians of specific energy frequencies, maintainers of cosmic balance, or bridges between dimensions. They're the universe's maintenance crew, working behind the scenes to keep reality functioning. Cosmic timing. Some souls are synchronized with larger cycles, planetary evolution, species development, or cosmic events. They wait for the precise moment when their incarnation would serve the highest good. Like actors waiting for their cue, they know their entrance must be perfectly timed. Choice and free will. Yes, souls have preferences. Some find physical existence overwhelming or unnecessary for their growth. They choose to evolve through pure consciousness rather than through material experience. This choice is respected by the cosmic order. Collective service. Some souls sacrifice their individual incarnation experience to serve the collective. They become what we might call cosmic batteries, providing energy and support to incarnate souls from spiritual realms. The key insight here is that non-incarnation isn't a failure or delay. It's often a conscious choice, serving a greater purpose. The realm of pre-incarnate souls. Where do these unborn souls exist? They inhabit what spiritual traditions call the astral planes, dimensions of reality that interpenetrate our physical world but vibrate at different frequencies. Imagine reality as a radio with countless stations. Physical life is just one frequency among many. These astral realms aren't fantasy locations, but genuine dimensions of consciousness. They contain libraries of knowledge, healing centers, and what we might call universities of existence, where souls learn about life before living it. These spaces exist outside linear time, allowing for extensive preparation without earthly years passing. Pre-incarnate souls in these realms engage in activities that would seem impossible to us. They can directly experience emotions without physical triggers, understand complex relationships without personal involvement, and grasp the consequences of actions without making mistakes. It's learning through pure consciousness rather than trial and error. Some operate in groups, working together on cosmic projects. Others function as individual researchers studying specific aspects of existence. Many serve as advisors to incarnate souls, providing guidance through intuition, dreams, and synchronicities. The bridge between worlds. Here's where our exploration becomes personally relevant. Pre-incarnate souls don't exist in complete isolation from physical reality. They actively interact with our world in ways most people never recognize. Energetic influence. These souls contribute to what we call the collective unconscious, the shared pool of human knowledge and experience. Their observations and insights filter into incarnate consciousness, influencing creativity, innovation, and spiritual awakening, guidance, and protection. Many pre-incarnate souls serve as unseen guardians, providing subtle guidance to incarnate souls with whom they share cosmic dream communication. The dream state is a natural meeting ground between incarnate and pre-incarnate consciousness. Many profound dreams, especially those featuring unknown but familiar beings, represent actual communication with souls preparing for incarnation. synchronicity, and signs. Pre-incarnate souls often communicate through meaningful coincidences, repeated symbols, or patterns in your environment. When you repeatedly encounter the same name, number, or concept, you might be receiving communication from the realm of unborn souls. Creative inspiration. Artists, writers, and inventors often report receiving inspiration from unknown sources. Many breakthrough ideas originate from pre-incarnate souls, sharing their cosmic perspective with receptive incarnate minds. The boundary between incarnate and pre-incarnate existence is more permeable than most people realize. These souls are actively participating in earthly evolution just from a different vantage point. The process of decision and incarnation. When a pre-incarnate soul finally decides to experience physical life, the process is elaborate and precise. This isn't random. It's a carefully orchestrated cosmic event. Soul contracts. Before incarnation, souls form agreements with other souls about their upcoming lifetime. These contracts outline major relationships, learning experiences, and service opportunities. Parents don't just conceive children, they enter into spiritual agreements with specific souls seeking incarnation. Vibrational matching. The incoming soul must vibrationally align with the family, culture, and historical period of their chosen incarnation. This matching process ensures the soul's spiritual goals align with available life circumstances. Karmic considerations. If the soul has previous incarnation experience, karmic patterns influence the new life structure. Pre-incarnate souls making their first physical journey create fresh karmic patterns based on their spiritual preparation. Planetary conditions. Earth's collective consciousness and evolutionary stage must support the incoming soul's mission. Some souls wait centuries for the right planetary conditions to support their intended contribution. The descent process. Incarnation happens gradually, not instantly. The soul begins connecting with the forming physical body during pregnancy, slowly integrating until birth completes the process. This gradual transition helps preserve some spiritual memory while allowing full physical engagement. The moment of birth represents one of the universe's most profound transformations. Pure consciousness, accepting the limitations of matter to experience growth through challenge and relationship. Modern implications and connections. Understanding pre-incarnate souls has practical implications for how we live and understand our current existence, fertility, and conception. Many fertility challenges stem from misalignment between potential parents and available souls. Sometimes conception requires specific energetic conditions or timing that transcends medical understanding. Child development. Children who display unusual maturity, specific talents, or inexplicable knowledge might be recently incarnated souls bringing memories from their pre-incarnate preparation. Life purpose. Your own sense of mission or calling might reflect pre-incarnate planning. That persistent feeling you're meant for something specific could be memory of choices made before birth. Spiritual sensitivity. People who easily sense energies, receive intuitive guidance, or feel connected to unseen presences might be naturally attuned to pre-incarnate souls in their spiritual network. Global events. Major historical shifts often coincide with waves of specific souls choosing incarnation. The timing isn't coincidental. Certain souls incarnate specifically to participate in planetary transformation, meditation, and prayer. These practices can create conscious connection with pre-incarnate souls, offering them energy and support while receiving their guidance and wisdom. The greater cosmic picture. Pre-incarnate souls reveal something profound about the nature of existence itself. Reality isn't divided into living and non-living, but rather exists as a spectrum of consciousness expressing in countless forms. These souls prove that existence and experience extend far beyond physical birth and death. They're part of an infinite community of consciousness that includes every possible form of awareness, from the simplest to the most cosmic. Their existence suggests that physical incarnation, while incredibly valuable, represents just one option among many for conscious evolution. Some souls grow through material experience, others through pure spiritual development, and still others through service from non-physical realms. This understanding can transform how we view our own lives. We're not accidents of biology, but conscious beings who chose this particular form of existence among infinite possibilities. Every challenge, relationship, and experience was selected, at some level, as optimal for our spiritual growth. Pre-incarnate souls also remind us that death isn't an ending, but a transition. Consciousness continues in some form, and the bonds we create with other souls persist beyond physical lifetimes. Practical applications. How can understanding pre-incarnate souls enhance your daily life? Enhanced intuition. Knowing these souls exist can make you more receptive to their guidance. Pay attention to sudden insights, protective feelings, or inspired ideas that seem to come from beyond your normal thinking. Deeper relationships. Understanding soul contracts can help you recognize the spiritual significance of important relationships. People aren't just randomly in your life. There are often deeper purposes and agreements involved. Life perspective. Knowing you chose this incarnation, even if you can't remember choosing, can help you approach challenges with greater acceptance and curiosity. What seemed like random suffering might actually be chosen growth opportunities. Spiritual practice. Meditation, prayer, and energy work become more meaningful when you understand they connect you with vast networks of consciousness, including pre-incarnate souls. Parenting awareness. If you're a parent or considering parenthood, understanding soul agreements can help you recognize your children as conscious beings who chose you for specific reasons. Creative expression. Artistic and creative endeavors can become channels for pre-incarnate souls to share their perspectives with physical reality. Closing thoughts. The mystery of unborn souls opens doorways to understanding consciousness itself. These beings aren't separate from us. They're part of the same cosmic community, serving different roles in the grand play of existence. Recognizing their reality can help you feel less alone in your journey. You're supported by vast networks of consciousness, including souls who understand your challenges because they've studied them extensively before their own incarnations. Most importantly, understanding pre-incarnate souls can deepen your appreciation for physical existence. You chose this incarnation from among infinite possibilities. Your life, with all its complexities and challenges, represents a unique opportunity for growth and service that souls in spiritual realms study and admire. The next time you feel that subtle sense of being watched or guided, remember, you might be receiving attention from souls who understand your journey better than you realize. They're cheering for your success, learning from your experiences, and waiting for their own opportunity to dive into the beautiful complexity of physical existence. Your life matters not just to you, but to the entire community of consciousness, both incarnate and pre-incarnate, that surrounds and supports you every moment of